What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. I am doing a voiceover for this video just because there were a lot of outside noises that I didn't expect when we began filming. We're in the salon that I work at. The salon is called Spencer Jalise, and we are located in Bay City, Michigan. I'm gonna be doing a makeover on my boss, Heather. And right now I'm just showing you guys the palette that I'm going to be using. It is the Puddin palette. It's super cute. It's got a lot of warm tones in there, so that's really exciting. I can't wait to make these looks for you and kind of show you step by step how I create this warm tone kind of look on my beautiful boss, Heather. So looks like we are getting ready to moisturize the face, and today, as you can see here, I'm using a Charlotte Tilbury kind of color corrector and moisturizer. I'm gonna pop it on a little brush there that I'm showing you, and we're just gonna smooth it out all over the skin. I love this product because it smells so good and refreshing, and it just feels light on the skin. It's like some of the days when I don't want to wear makeup, but I just want kind of my skin to look nice and even, I'll throw this on, you know, with just some mascara and a lippy or something like that if I'm just going for a super natural look. But today I'm using it as Heather's moisturizer and to kind of color correct any like red spots or anything like that that kind of need to be solidified before we go on top with primer and then foundation. So right now I am showing you guys the primer that I am using on Heather today. It is the Smashbox primer that comes in the little silver tube. And then right here I'm applying her foundation. This is her own personal foundation, so she brought it in, it matches her shade. So as you can see here, just stippling, making sure everything looks nice and even, but then I do kind of swipe along where I just stippled so that there's no brush marks. Just to kind of smooth everything out, make sure there's no harsh lines, get into any, you know, little creases or anything like that around the nose, bring it down into the neckline, and then I do, you know, pop it towards the ears as well, just to make sure everything is nice and covered and there's no like your ears aren't a different color than your face or whatnot. Now it looks like next I'll be going in with some concealer. So today for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Alright, so now I'm going in with one of my favorite translucent powders by Aveda. It is going to work on all skin tones because it is translucent, so it won't leave a white cast, which is awesome. We're going to go in and tap some on the cap. I'm going to go in with my kabuki brush and hit that under eye area. All the places that we put that concealer, down the nose, the chin, the forehead, and then with what's left in the cap, we're gonna just make sure we hit all the spots on the face so that the makeup does not settle into any creases or fine lines throughout the day. I love this powder because it is just so soft on the skin. It doesn't leave you feeling cakey or over powdered or anything like that. It's just really nice and smooth. So next we're gonna go in with our Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And we're gonna dust that right on the cheekbones. Bronze up her face a little bit. And we're going to hit the upper part of the forehead, kind of by the hairline, just to give a sun-kissed look. I love the butter bronzers. The formula is so soft and super silky on the skin, and it smells amazing, like a coconut vacation. It just smells incredible. So if you don't have a butter bronzer, go ahead and pick yourself up a butter bronzer from your favorite drugstore or Target. Any place like that will have that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my little mini brush here, and we're gonna go ahead and pop that right on the sides of the nose to kind of give a nice little nose contour. Then I like to take a big fluffy brush and kind of dust away any excess contour just so it's nice and natural looking. And we're gonna take our Charlotte Tilbury blush. It's a super pretty peachy shade. And we're gonna pop that right on the tops of her cheeks, right on the little apples. It's so gorgeous. I just love the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. They're just stunning. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Laura Geller highlight on that small brush I've been using. And we're just gonna pop that right down the bridge of her nose, as well as her Cupid's bow. And I like to just pop a little bit right under the eyebrow, right on top of that brow bone. Then we're just gonna pop a little bit with a slightly larger brush right on the tops of her cheekbones there, just to highlight those and make her face nice and shimmery. Today for her eyebrows, we're just going to be using her own personal product. It, I think, is the company Sormay, if I'm not mistaken, and the shade is Rich Brown. And I like to do a very natural brow, so we're just gonna follow her natural shape, and we're just gonna do some little strokes to kind of keep everything nice and natural. Now we're going in with the eyeshadow palette. Super excited for these beautiful warm tones. We are gonna take that brush there. That's a really good blending brush, and we're gonna go in with that shade right up there in the corner. It's kind of a medium shade brown, and we're gonna pop that right there in the crease. Next, we're going in with that mango pudding shade, and again, just placing that right there in that crease to just kind of warm everything up. Again, making sure to go in with a light hand, building the color up slowly rather than slapping it all on and having to diffuse. Next, we're going in with Warm Cocoa, that deepest shade in the bottom row, and we're just packing that on to the outer corner, trying to create a triangle shape. Now, adding this deeper color to the outside opens up the inner part of the eye, making your eye appear more dimensional and creating that sultry kind of cat eye vibe that we're going for. Now we're gonna go in with a very light beige shade with our flat top brush. And we're just going to put that all over the lid as a nice base for our shimmer shade coming up. Next, we're gonna go in with a shimmer shade. We're gonna go in with that lightest pale pink kind of shimmer shade. And we're gonna take that same brush, but we're gonna spritz a little bit of our setting spray, spray it down so it gets a little bit wet on the bristles there, and that just helps the color to adhere to the brush and also adhere to the lid a little bit better. Now, if you don't have a setting spray, you can use water or any other type of facial spray that you may have. Tap into that warm cocoa shade, and I just make sure everything's nice and blended. Kind of the finishing touches of the eye look today. Now for her eyeliner, I'm gonna tap into the Natural Lust palette, and I'll show you here from Too Faced. We're just gonna hit that black shade down at the very bottom, and we're gonna put that on a very slim angled brush. We're gonna give her a nice wing. So we'll go ahead and apply that wing, and we'll be right back. Now we're gonna go in with mascara. So today we're going to be using a Sephora mascara that Heather brought in as her personal product. So we will just be using the brush that it comes with just because it's her personal product. So we're going to be swiping that on. So now we're going to be going in with a lippy. The shade on this lipstick is called Brown Sugar. It's going to go beautifully with the rest of the look that we have going here. It's a nice warm shade. Thank you guys so much for watching this so much fun video of me doing my boss's makeup. Thank you, Heather. It's been so much fun. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us today. Bye.